What up YouTube, it's Missouri Raids Company. In this video, I want to answer the question, is doing your Helliquary Raids still worth it in Diablo Immortal? Should you be prioritizing getting into a competitive warband? That way you're doing these at least 2 times a week. I'm going to answer that. Obviously, the obvious answer is yes, it is worth it, but I really want to showcase just how much you can get from it because I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this or feeling like you don't get as much as you actually could out of your warband. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can get a lot out of it, including loot, gear, legendaries, progression on your battle pass. There's so much. I'm going to show all of it right now in this video and why I really want to encourage as many of you as possible to join an active warband or create one, or at least do your raids every single week. Do not sleep on this. It is so good. Let's get straight to it. So as you can see, just from being in my warband raid, I was able to get the top 3 in damage. So I was able to get an additional chest, which is right here. And what this gives you, a small little chest of glory. Those glowing things are not what you get. You usually get the beguiling dust, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them it looks like. And I did get a bunch of hopeful upgrades, I guess I should say, for my my warband pieces, as well as I got warband currency, which I'll show you right now. Wow, we're just jumping straight into these. So I get a bunch of the Helliquary level sort of father demonic remains. That's what I was trying to think of. You get a bunch of the demonic remains. None of them were upgrades, unfortunately, but all of these can then turn into currency that can be turned into upgrades for the Helliquary as a whole, which then gives you additional combat rating as well as flat stats, which is really, really good, as well as bonuses for your challenge rifts. So really good stats there. And then every time you do this raid with a warband, you do get more of these warband activity points. I usually get at least 600 every single raid night, so that's 2 full levels because it does cost 300 to upgrade them for your ancestral tableau. And I do get 2 full levels, which gives me additional bonuses for my main attributes as well as my secondary attributes. So that's just some of the reasons. Now again, you do get some pretty phenomenal stats from your the bonuses from your demonic remains if you get an upgrade on them. That was a pretty, I don't want to say recent change, but that was a change that was definitely for the better and made these so much more worth the time and investment. You also get a chance of getting more legendaries, which unfortunately we did not get this time. But just the beguiling dust alone, honestly, is very competitive, and that's only if you get, I want to say, top 3 in damage in the warband damage for your warband raid. Now let's go ahead and knock out the second boss to see if we get anything else that's cool. All right, and then boom, we did get another chest of glory, which is really, really good for us for our progression, especially when it comes to catching up. Where is it? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh no, I need to click on it. There it is. So some of these should be upgrades, and again, the beguiling dust is really good as well. No legendaries this time. I don't know what it is, but usually on the Monday runs, so you can do this every Monday and Thursday. For whatever reason, on Monday runs, I get a ton more legendaries than I do on these Thursday runs for whatever reason. That could just be a bunch of copium that I'm sitting here drinking. But again, you get fodder. Let's see, should have got another 100 something, just under 100, so got 185 there. No upgrades, I believe. Yeah, no upgrades. So again, considering how little time that took, and while I didn't get anything, I did get fodder that will help increase both main and secondary stats. I still consider that worth the time, and I am calculating just roughly how long this will take in general, and I will mention that at the end of the video, just how long all these raids take. So let's go on and go to the 3rd boss of 5. All right, so that is 3 out of the 5 bosses, and I did get a chest of the glory. Let's see if we got anything good this time. Again, we do get these beguiling dust or whatever the hell they're called, which are always good. No legendary still as yet. I'm telling you, on the Monday runs, I get a ton of them. I don't know if that's like just a change that, like on hard weekly resets, you get more with this, or like the chance is higher. But I have yet to get one, and usually I get like at least 2 every single run, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, you do get a buffed chance the first time you do each boss. Which is good. I'm going to go ahead and let these stack up to show you how many you get total. But again, overall, this is still, we are almost done. We got 2 more bosses to go. And yeah, at the very end, I'll show you just how much of material we get, as well as how much time it took, because it's pretty sick for how much you get out of it. And I'll be right back. All right, and now there's the other boss. Again, we did get another chest of glory, which is always great. And then I actually got another level off of that, which is beautiful. I actually did notice in between these 2 runs, I actually did get an upgrade So one of my Helliquary demonic remains is an upgrade. Wow, it's actually a triple stat. So just like your legendary pieces of gear, these have the ability of getting sort of additional rolls to make it a better piece. So either double or triple roll stats. And it's obviously a much better upgrade there. We'll go ahead and equip all those at the very end to see just how good they are after we're done with these runs. Go ahead and open all these. Boom, 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 boom. One more boss. Let's go. All right, last one there, and we did get another chest of glory. So we went 5 for 5 for top 3. Usually I don't do amazingly great. I'm actually stuck in the chest right now, which is pretty beautiful. There we go. See if any of these are upgrade. Even though we only got one upgrade so far, and all the dust is really, really good. This is ultimately, it took less than 15 minutes total to do all 5 of the bosses. That includes me recording a little bit of an intro and sort of the lag in between bosses. We could have been a little bit more efficient in between them, but ultimately you do get a ton of material, and I've been selling all these, all the fodder in between runs. So let's go ahead and look at what all sort of upgrades we can do. Let's go to the one that's obviously blinking red. So the Helliquary upgrades is right here. So we got one piece. This is the one I showed you earlier. So this is a triple stat. Now, again, if you played Diablo Immortal for any amount of time, you're going to know that everything that you're looking at here and everything on both of these tabs, everything is incremental upgrades. So I don't anticipate this to be a massive combat rating boost. I'm currently at 14,058 combat rating. Let's see what equipping this triple stat will get me. I don't like I said, I don't guess it's going to be too high, but it does have int on it, so it might be. Let's see what the increase would be. Hello, seal, boom. All right. Let's go ahead and look at what that upgrade got us to. So 1467, not a crazy upgrade there, but it is what it is. Then we can also sell these. Let's see how close we get to another upgrade to the overall level of the Helliquary. I don't think it'll be close by any means. Whoops. But about almost 300. That was 2 weeks worth. So 258 was 2 weeks worth of the demonic remains. I just forgot to sell them last week, unfortunately. Or I guess 2 raids, excuse me. 2 raids full, I believe. So yeah, we're at 1449, and we're just over halfway there to a level 40 Helliquary, and I do need 800 of the Void Blood Slags in order to get this to level 40, and it's a pretty nice upgrade every single time. So I look forward to getting that, as well as the bonuses I get from the demonic remains, which is beautiful. Now let's go over here to the ancestral properties. So I did get one upgrade there. So that's one whole level, boom, and I'm a little under half of way of the level to my next one, which I'll get on Monday. And then on Mondays, we also do our endless runs for, what is it called? Down here, defending the defensive Krygar. Now, again, like I said, you do get a ton of progress on your battle pass. So this is just from today, and it resets on Monday and Thursdays. And then boom, that is 100 points towards the battle pass, which is beautiful. Like I said, on Mondays, typically I do get a lot more of the legendary pieces of gear, which I did not get. Oh, and then we also get the sealed warband chest. Let's go and go over to our castle, so I can show you guys what you can get if you're not familiar. So let's see, boom, turn these in. None of her, the wizard, which is fine. And then let's see, if you want anything, you go to the stash, and you can actually look through all both set and legendary items. Now, I mentioned in a previous video that I did not have this chest piece, the Sprite's Spark. This is the really fun new farming legendary for the wizard, the chest piece that basically turns you into a ball. If you haven't seen my video where it's literally the ball build, you should watch it. It's pretty funny. I had fun making it. But I didn't have this essence, so I actually borrowed this from the warband stash in order to use the essence. Now, it is important, you cannot extract the essence like you can with a piece of gear that is actually yours, but I can borrow it at least to practice with, or to utilize this new essence, because I don't have it yet. Usually you can also get upgrades from here. I think most of my upgrades are gonna be pretty good. I already went through this the other day, but you can use up to 1 at a time, 1 total. So not 1 set, 1 legendary. It's either 1 set or 1 legendary, and you can borrow it until they pull it out. But yeah, so pretty good stuff here. Honestly, the warband is a really good supplement. So ultimately, there's a lot of stuff to do within your warband to really help your character progress. So I would strongly recommend it. Like I said, this was less than 15 minutes total of total time in order to do all this. And I did progress my character a decent bit, even just on a daily basis, let alone when you look at it on like a month's basis, when you can do 2 a week. That's 2, 4, 6, 8 runs a week. getting legendaries, getting experience, getting battle pass progression, getting additional loot for either the ancestral properties to upgrade your tableau or to upgrade your Helliquary. Literally all of it upgrades your character as a whole all at one time. I strongly recommend you guys taking this seriously. Don't sleep on it, because it is still very, very worth it in Diablo Immortal to be actively raiding every single week, twice a week. Until next time, guys, lock it in.